Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Inspire Me. I'm your host, DIALLO. I'm here today with Souleymane Guengueng and his colleague, ZEPHIRIN EBONZO. Souleymane Guengueng is a human rights activist, a survivor of torture, someone with an amazing story. I'm sure you were able to listen and hear what he said earlier about his time in prison, how he made a commitment to find justice once he gets out, and he did find justice for himself, for his co-prisoners, and also for those who didn't make it out alive. And today, he's here with us. Thank you, Souleymane, for being here. And one thing I need to emphasize here is that Souleymane also lives in the Bronx, in our community. So you might have seen him on, I don't know, maybe on the street or in one of the shows that he appeared on. He was featured in many television shows, and most recently, I believe, in the New York Times. So, and he's only trying to inspire people to seek justice, to not remain silent when you're faced with injustice. So, let's now talk about the foundation. What can you tell me about the foundation?
Well,
the goals, yes.
Yes, the foundation, as we said, came about after the verdict. After the verdict, of course, there was an article in the New York Times in January 6, where, like you say it, he could have been seen. The title of that article was kind of strange. Here is a man, humble man. He's just a face in New York. That was how they put it in New York Times. I read it too.
Okay.
Before that, Souleymane never told me what he has done. I met Souleymane through a friend. And it was like all that time I have been meeting with him, he never told me that any of those things he has went. I had to discover reading in New York Times.
Oh, wow.
I was shocked. And in the New York Times, somewhere at the bottom, he said something very clear. He said that, I wish I can motivate some other people to carry the quest I've done through. I don't know what I'm going to do it, but a foundation will be a good idea. That's how the whole idea of foundation came.
Okay.
I don't have to go through the whole political narration of what is going on throughout the world, and especially in Africa, where we have basically a lot of pseudo-democratic process. But in general, we have a whole number of dictatorship who are just paying a lip service to the democratic rule of law. So much so that Souleymane was very geared to set up a foundation. So the foundation basically, at the core of it, seek to share all the experience that he went through. And we're talking about 27 years of organizing victims against international crime. That's the core of the foundation. But I must add to that, because Souleymane is very modest. The foundation also intends to leverage his extraordinary journey. Being a prisoner, suffering from torture, organizing the victim, being exiled because of his job, of his pursuit, and especially keeping the message so much so that to gain an impressive network of international lawyers, of human rights, so much so that to put that quest of justice to a point where he really delivered on his on his wish when he swore to God that he's going to bring somebody to justice.
Okay.
All those people who perpetrate those crimes.
Okay.
The foundation takes after that.
Okay.
And mainly, through time, the foundation basically took over of promoting what they call the 4 pillars of transitional justice. And they basically being able that anybody who is accused should know what he is accused of, and being able to prosecute any crime. And above all, ensuring that the victims are compensated and repaired in their deed. And lastly, a very important, ensuring that all those acts of political repression never happen again. Those are the 4 pillars of transitional justice.
Okay.
And that is the guide behind the foundation.
Okay. So how are you going to carry out this mission?
Well,
Is there,
at this time,
I understand that
Souleymane is involved in 4 main consultations.
Oh, okay.
He's involved in a consultation. Of course, the victim of child are still there, and they have to be compensated. So
Is that for part of the foundation's agenda?
he's working
Okay.
for the foundation on
Okay.
behalf of the foundation,
Okay.
ensuring that there is a development, a process in place to compensate those victims. And at this time, he went all the way to leadership of African
Union? Okay.
organization.
Okay.
They are taking care of that. That's one aspect of engagement.
Okay.
The second engagement, because of everything that he has done, the organization is being solicited by the Gambian after the overthrow, after Yami left.
Yes,
The
Yahya Jammeh
Gambian-
was
Yes.
forced to quit. Okay.
Right.
And, okay.
So, the organization being solicited to do the same organizing of victims,
Okay.
because there are a lot of, debate which way they should go.
Okay.
And they soliciting his advice, is training them.
And that's through the foundation?
Yes.
Okay.
Another group of, just to tell you the impact of his
Yes.
journey, Eritrea. The Eritrean human rights organization also has solicited Mr. Souleymane
Okay.
through the organization to develop a way to organize victims of current political
Current
repression
regime,
that's
okay.
going on there.
Okay. If you so the foundation is, I assume, here in New York City, right? It is run in New York
Yes,
City.
it's headquarters here in the Bronx.
In New York, in the Bronx. Okay.
Yes.
So, how could people reach out to you? How does it work? How could people reach out
Well,
to you?
we have a website.
Okay.
We have that website. We have been putting a lot of infrastructure for the foundation.
Okay.
And at this time, we're gearing up, in addition to other engagement we have. We're
Yeah.
also developing written, audio, video
Okay.
documentation related to the prosecution of Hissène Habré.
Okay.
That is one of the facets. And, of course, the website is there, and we're also doing a lot of course, we're engaging.
Okay. And the name of the foundation is
www.sggfblog.com.
Okay. And what's the name of the foundation again? It's
Souleymane Guengueng Foundation.
Okay. After his name. Okay.
Yes.
And so so ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more about Souleymane Guengueng, his fight, go to the website. We will provide you with all the details at the end of the show. You will have all the details about the foundation and how you could get in contact with the foundation. Thank you very much for the inspiring story that you told us today, for your fight, for the victory that you were able to obtain because of your tenacity, because of your ability to keep your promises. And this is really wonderful. We talked about his life, his fight, the ordeal that he went through. He was arrested, tortured, detained for over 2 years, but he got out, found justice, and today he's pursuing another mission through his foundation. And we talked about that, but now I'm going to ask him some of our open-ended questions, and I hope that through his answers he will continue to inspire us. So, Mr. Guengueng, what is your idea of success?
Si je dois dire quelque chose en ce qui concerne le succès, ça dépend de l'homme qui s'engage à vouloir réussir, obtenir un résultat positif, obtenir en sorte un gain de son engagement à faire quelque chose. Donc, je comprends par le succès, c'est d'abord la détermination de la personne et sa foi en lui, en son Dieu en qui il croit, et sa foi sur ce qu'il est en train de faire, et c'est comme ça qu'il obtient un succès et qui doit encore l'encourager davantage à faire d'autres choses.
Okay.
What Souleymane Guengueng is saying is success, you see it as a process. It's not only the end, but the whole motion of being engaged in his own mission, and the whole process of getting to accomplish something, that is already a success. And then at the end, whatever come out of it, make it a success. That's what Mr. Souleymane wanted.
And it keeps you doing the same thing.
In the
more
same,
success.
it's the same vein,
Okay.
and if he saw whatever engagement he did, it took him 27 years. Of course, there were a lot of disappointment.
Yes.
But the success was to try to journey.
Okay.
The journey in itself is more important than the end.
So it's not the destination, but the journey.
Yes.
Got it. So what is your idea of failure?
Bon, concernant l'échec, n'est-ce pas? Bon, l'échec, ça dépend de ce que l'homme s'engage à faire quelque chose, ou c'est une erreur qu'il a fait, il est amené à avoir l'échec, ou bien peut-être il lui a manqué vraiment de la connaissance ou du courage et tout ça. Mais sinon, moi je sais que même si on a connu un échec, ce n'est pas la fin du monde. Il vaut mieux prendre cet échec comme une réussite et aller avec une nouvelle stratégie et réussir toujours, parce que d'autre part, on dit que l'échec est la mère de la réussite. Bon, l'échec peut aussi être considéré comme un résultat d'avantage qui vous pousse vraiment à avoir un succès.
In the same vein, in the same idea as he was saying, the lack of success for him is also a process. Because the lack of success, the failure, could very much be a temporary element in the pursuit of success. So putting too much emphasis on the failure may, distract on the long journey of success.
Okay. So what is your idea of happiness?
En tout cas, la joie découle de ce qu'on a fait, et on se sent fier du travail qu'on a abattu, et le résultat nous rend tout joyeux.
Okay.
Oui.
Again, Mr. Guengueng, long term, happiness could be a station on a long process of success. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay. What is your idea of unhappiness?
Le manque de joie, ça dépend toujours ce qu'on a à faire en face. Lorsqu'on perd un peu le courage ou on perd l'espoir, on est un peu frustré et on ne sent pas cette joie qui devait nous amener ou bien qui devait se manifester par la suite de la réussite, du résultat, du bon résultat. Mais par contre, je pourrais toujours dire que la tristesse, on peut les transformer en une joie lorsqu'on a le courage toujours d'y arriver à quelque chose. Ça dépend si c'est dans le cadre du travail ou dans le cadre du courage qu'on en a vraiment pour faire face à quelque chose.
Okay.
Again, long term, to journey again here is more important than the end. As long as you put more into it, you should be able to achieve. The lack of happiness is just, again, as you want to say, a step toward greater happiness.
Okay. Okay. So what is your dream, vacation destination?
En ce qui me concerne, comme je suis un riverain, j'ai toujours une joie énorme lorsque je me retrouve toujours au bord d'un fleuve, d'une rivière, ou bien au niveau des savanes. Donc je me sens vraiment très à l'aise. Si je devais rêver aller à une vacance, j'aimerais bien aller le passer au bord d'un fleuve ou d'une rivière, où je peux aussi faire la pirogue à pagaie ou à la perche, ou aussi faire la pêche tout autour, pêche par exemple des oiseaux ou des canards au banc de sable, comme j'avais l'habitude de le faire au Tchad depuis mon enfance.
Okay.
Donc c'est ça vraiment ma joie des vacances.
Okay.
I think Souleymane is going to River Chadley. What's the name of that river?
Shari
Shari.
et le Logon.
He's
Okay.
a riverman, so his his idea of vacation is seeing the river flow,
Okay.
as he has witnessed when he was, I guess, young, and the fishing, and that's what he really think of
Okay.
the river. We got Hudson.
Ah, okay. And what's your worst vacation destination?
Moi, j'ai une certaine peur extrême quand on doit m'amener là où je suis en pleine mer, à perte de vue, où il n'y a même pas des îles à côté, mais je regarde à perte de vue sans voir les horizons, le bord où on doit. Et c'est une grande peur pour moi, et aussi dans des forêts intenses que depuis mon enfance, je n'ai pas vécu ces choses.
Okay.
Mais ça me fait réellement peur si on me proposait d'aller.
Souleymane saying that
Yes.
the sight of the sea, when you don't see the end of it, give him a concern, as well as dense forest. Two things he's not going to vacation to, on the beach. He doesn't like to see the beach without seeing the end of the horizon, or dense forest.
So, Mr. Guengueng, if you had the opportunity to change one thing in your life, what would you change?
En tout cas, tout ce que je crois, si j'ai un certain pouvoir, c'est vraiment de mener une lutte et être en paix avec tout le monde et dans une justice équitable. C'est la justice, la vraie justice qui me plaît dans ma vie.
Of course, at this time you should know what he has aimed on his life is peaceful environment, where there is basically rule of law.
Okay. And if you have the opportunity to change one thing in your community here in the Bronx, what would you change?
Ici à Bronx, s'il est question de travailler dans ma communauté, c'est de prêcher d'abord l'unité, la bonne volonté de travailler ensemble, de s'aimer et jeter une certaine base où on peut se faire respecter.
If we could basically organize in a community, ensuring that people respect each other, love each other, but basically live in harmony.
Okay. And so if you had the opportunity to change one thing in the U.S., what would you change?
Mon seul souci ici aux États-Unis, je vois de près le système de travail qui me gêne un peu. Donc c'est d'une façon un peu parade. Donc je ne vois pas, je me dis pourquoi les États-Unis ne pourraient pas aussi faire partie, par exemple, de l'Organisation internationale du travail pour pouvoir réglementer ce genre de choses, ou bien les travailleurs peuvent à tout moment revendiquer ce qui est vraiment de leurs droits.
He's very concerned about the work habit, the working environment, the legal framework of working environment. He doesn't think that there is a lot of consistent, concrete law advantaging worker. So that is one thing you really want to change.
Okay. And if you had the opportunity to change one thing in Chad, what would you change?
Vraiment, mon grand souci pour mon pays d'origine, qui est le Tchad. Le Tchad est réellement un beau pays. Disons, c'est même le berceau de l'humanité. Je souhaite et je rêve toujours voir le Tchad être un pays de droit, un pays démocratique, un pays où tout le monde peut vraiment s'entendre et tout le monde peut avoir son pain quotidien sans aucune difficulté, d'où un pays qui marche dans l'économie également, un pays de paix et de justice.
As his home country of Chad, he hoped that he knows that the country is a beautiful country. It's the cradle of humanity. His hope is that Chad become more democratic, living where people are living as peacefully as ever.
Okay. Again, thank you, Souleymane Guengueng. Thank you, ZEPHIRIN, EBONZO. It's been really a pleasure, a privilege,
Thank you.
an honor to talk to you both about your life, your fight for justice, and your foundation. And I'll be following whatever you will be doing with the foundation. I hope that the viewers will also do the same. Support the foundation, make sure that no one suffers from injustice. This is Inspire Me. I'm your host, JIBRINE DIALLO. Before I conclude this show, I'm going to just, for the last time, ask Souleymane if he has any last word.
Donc, si j'ai une parole à le dire, c'est un appel au secours des autres victimes de par le monde, en particulier en Afrique, où il faudrait absolument faire quelque chose pour instaurer la justice, afin que ces crimes de sang causés par certains dictateurs ne se répètent plus. C'est ça d'abord ma mission primordiale. Comme je l'ai dit, Dieu m'a donné une mission en me préservant la vie de cette prison où j'étais supposé aussi mourir là. Donc il faut que tout le monde se réveille pour vraiment aider la fondation, aider tous ceux qui peuvent s'approcher des victimes, les aider à avoir la justice. Et ça va faire peur aux dictateurs et ça va les amener à changer leur façon de gérer.
And Souleymane is saying that his primordial big hope, and he's appealing to the people who are viewing this, to try to help the victim of political repression. Anywhere, especially in Africa, where there is so much impunity, where those dictators are wallowing. And as long as we facing that, is really appealing to support the foundation to carry on with the same task he has carried for the past 27 years.
Thank you again. Thank you very much. Thank
Merci.
you.
Merci
Inspire
beaucoup.
Me, this is the end. Get inspired, change your life. I'll see you very soon. Thank you.